Hey everyone, welcome to Let's Play Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds. Let me go ahead and try to fix this cable. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is level 3, the Blood Factory. And as you can see, Willow and Tara are doing a spell trying to figure out whether or not Kakistos is really dead, so they went to the original spot where he was killed.
Not to criticize my favorite witches, but was there supposed to be something besides sticky incense?
I don't get it. We followed the ritual exactly. We were definitely looking for more than stinkiness.
And that is the voice of Robin Satz you're about to hear, who...
Ethan Rain.
Quiet, boy.
did Ethan Rain in the show.
Ethan's probably behind it all. Aren't you, you chaos-worshipping toad?
You cut me to the quick. Oh, do it again.
Willow, what's Ethan doing? He's never had this kind of power.
I spilled it. This isn't my doing. I'm the one what I came for.
Will, there are people here. Prisoners in cages. I don't like the look of this.
All right, wait. Think, Willow, think. Xander, you go and get those people out of here. I'll track Ethan, get Tara back, and meet you outside.
Okay, right. Get the people out. Try not to die. Good plan. You go get Tara.
Already gone.
Okay, so the first thing you gotta do is stop this
Get me off
to save her before she dies. So, okay, getting back to what I was talking about before the cutscene, they went to this factory that they're calling the Blood Factory, because if anybody cares to remember, Faith killed Kakistos here in Season 3, episode Faith, Hope, and Trick. And that little gadget that Xander saved the girl from, this little gadget right here, if it looks familiar to anyone, it probably should, because that looks like what they were using in the episode The Wish, in which, of course, Season 3 episode The Wish, where Cordelia made a wish that Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale from Anyanka. And in that dimension, they had... the Master had taken over Sunnydale, and they were draining people's bloods by using that little device. So, I think what was going on, or what they were hinting at going on in this game, is that because of Ethan Rain, the first home dimension is starting to bleed into our dimension, which would make a lot of sense with the title being Chaos Bleeds. And, you know, in the first dimension, everything is, according to this game's reality, the first dimension, everything is decrepitated, people are being slaughtered, all of that, and so it would kind of make sense if the first brought the Master back, and the Master went ahead with his plans that he did in the episode The Wish. And I'm really trying to remember what the other dimension was called. They were calling it something like Weird Sunnydale or something, and I really can't remember. So, alright, so playing as Xander, which once again is voiced by Nicholas Brendon, and playing as Xander, you do not have the same moves and skills that you would as Buffy, but he's still a pretty decent fighter, which I think, you know, makes sense. I think if you were a plain old human and you didn't have any superpowers or any kind of talents, but all of your friends were evil fighters, what would you do? You know, you don't want to die. You want to fight with them. So I think you would train. And I think it's a easy conclusion to say that, you know, that's what Xander would do. Xander would train and work out, and that's why he would be a better fighter.
I'm sensing a lot of negative energy.
So Xander's kicking ability is pretty bad, so I almost never use his kicking ability. So I think these spiders, I'm just calling them
Looks like you didn't make it.
Gavrok spiders, which is from season 3, when the mayor had to consume several of them in order to complete his ascension ritual. But I don't know what they are. So if anybody has any theories on what they are, or if anybody actually knows what they are, if they read the book and they remember what they are. Sorry everybody, I went the wrong way. Here we go. If anybody read the book that was based off of this video game, or it actually says somewhere in the dialogue what those are, or if Christopher Golden ever explained what kind of demons they were, they can, you know, feel free, leave a comment, tell me. Up here is a secret.
Hidden areas. Next thing you know,
And this is a water gun, and it's really cool. You get to use it in a couple other levels. It's a water gun filled with holy water, but I think it takes up too much time, honestly, to use it, so I don't really like to use it. Because you have to hit a vampire a fair decent amount for them to burn enough to die, and I think that's time consuming. So you can hit the vampires, obviously, but Xander is really good at throwing them, and most of the time they go down right away. So usually, unless they defend, like they just did. These things are annoying. And that Gavrok just killed the other one. Look at that, he died. That Gavrok killed the other one. That's why I didn't get any strength or healing when he died, because the one spider killed the other.
You tried, you failed.
So pretty much any door with a light over it, like this one has here, is a good way to know how to continue in the level.
Gas! Xander Harris doesn't need doors. I make my own.
So we're using the Zippo we picked up from the dead guy, and we're blowing our way through. How Xander would know to blow a hole in the wall to keep exploring the factory, I don't know how he would know to do that, but he does know how to do that, and he does do it, and we progress in the level. Okay, so there's a girl in a cage right there, and there's a vamp. And we can't let the girl go, because if she does, the vamp will kill her. So what we gotta do is we gotta go over there and kill the vamp first. There we go. Okay. So then we gotta go back over there and hit this little bar, or hit this, yeah, hold down this lever, and it will free her. And this almost just about wraps it up. We've got one more prisoner to save, and then this will be the first part of the level where you play Xander, and I'll go ahead and stop the video here. And I'll see you guys in part 2 where we get to play Willow.
That's my good deed for the day. Wonder how Willow's doing.